Good morning. Today is Tuesday, December 7th, 2021. My name is Terry Morgan. We are here to practice Wudang Taiji. We have part 1 and part 2 that we're going to cover this morning. I mentioned yesterday that I have a bit of a change coming up in January. And it's pretty darn close. We're coming up towards the end of the year here. All right, as we start next year, I'm going to take a couple weeks off. I've been going for 2 years, pretty close. I started in March 2020 when we got the first lockdown with COVID, and I've been 5 days a week with very little time that I haven't been on since. So what I'm going to do is take a couple weeks off, and what I want to do during that time is to review what I've already done, so that, and I'm going to have to go do something with Kat in a minute, I think. So I'm going to review what I've already done, so that, yep. Hang on. No, Phil, you can't do, no, you can't do that. Excuse me. All right, they're like kids. You get started doing something and they want the attention. All right, so the idea is I'm going to review everything that I've done, put it into a little bit more what I'm going to call consumable form, so that it's easier to find this particular lesson or that particular lesson, and to put things in a little bit better order. Now, with daily practice, we have daily order. What we're doing today is what we're doing today, and we keep going. That has value. There's also value, particularly for recordings, in doing a little bit of organizing around that. After I get done with that, again, it's going to probably about 2 weeks, something like that, I will be starting a new series of classes. And what my goal is, take each form that we're going to work on and put a little bit more continuity to it. I did this previously with I'm only going to do Wudang Taiji, and there's not going to be anything else. I was not on the same kind of schedule that I'm on now. I wasn't trying, and wasn't trying for the same schedule, right? And there were some differences in what I was doing, so I need to look at it. Taking that time to step back, a little coffee here. Taking that time to step back a little bit and look at what I've been doing, what I still intend to do, and what the gap is between what I've been doing and what I still intend to do, is something that the more I thought about it, the more I realized that's going to be a really important thing for me to get done. Part of that also includes how I'm going to include some of the other systems and practices. Bagua, Xingyi, Dragon Sword, which is not Taiji sword, Taiji. These are all internal arts. I practice all of them. And I want to look at how the combination of daily video, because my intent is I'm going to keep doing this, 7 a.m. in the morning, here we go, and that I want to refine it a little bit. Happy to have feedback on that, happy to receive, hey, we'd like to see this, we'd like to see that. I'm very happy to have that. And if you've got a suggestion for something that you'd like to see, send it over. All right, let's get started. Deep breath, shoulder width apart, basic stretch. Wiggle the knees, bend the knees, wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers, open the arms, and open. Hands back around to both sides. Up along the center line. Stretch out. And reach out over the legs. Stretch out as much as you can. Keep the knees bent. One more time. Reach up. Elbows drop down. Wrists, fingertips, hands return to your sides. All right, we have, and I'm going to mention this, and then we're going to work on part 1, and then we'll work on part 2. We have a series of basic exercises. These are foundation sets that anybody that learns any martial art will learn. Okay? It's there. I'm going to create, we're not going to work on that right now, but we are going to, there is part of that that I am going to touch on at the end of part 2, that I need to. But the point is, these basic sets are something that I have not yet covered. So what I'm talking about is not something that I've covered. We've covered Wudang's 3 basic methods. We've covered some fundamental sets that I learned with Yang style Taiji. There are some basic practice sets that we've covered. But this group of everybody learns it, fundamentals, I have not covered those yet. I intend to do that, but not this morning. Okay? Just let you know, it's coming. Wudang Taiji, part 1. Feet together, stand straight. Relax the shoulders. Pull up through the back. Hold the abs. Relax the breath. Pull up through the crown of the head. Salute. Breathe. And breathe in. Sink. Open left. Place foot. And right. Turn to left. I'm centered. Palm supporting heaven. Alligator playing in the water. Yin and yang both appear. Turn. 1, 2, 3. And back around the other side. Turning palm and turn to the front. 1, 2. Twin dragons come out of the cave. Dragon and tiger join together. Hands from the loop. Golden rooster. Yin and yang both appear. Ward off. Ward off again. Pull down. Press. And push. Double cloud hands. Single cloud hands. Hold the ball. Raise the leg, lift up in. Ward off. Ward off again. Pull down. Press. And push. Double cloud hands. Single cloud hands. Single whip. Strong choke. Shao chin arm. White crane spreads its wings. On the face. Brush knee. Brush knee. Dragon and tiger join together. Hand strum the lute. Back up. Hand strum the lute. Double hands, double palm to the right. Center. Double palm to the left. Heel. First knee. To the right again. Step up. And step forward. Punch down. Lazy guy ties up his sleeves. Deflect downward. Parry. And punch. Parent closing. Close. And salute. Alright. Relax for a second. As we work through Wudang Tai Chi, a couple of things that I'm going to point out. And we're going to do part 2 just a second. A couple of things that I want to point out. First, Wudang Tai Chi changes. There are lots of changes. We go up and down, right? There's a full range of movement. We also pay attention to, very much pay attention to using the lower dantian. So if the waist isn't moving, work on it. It needs more work, right? So this idea, and I'm going to show this with palm supporting heaven and alligator playing in the water, right? So we're here. As we come up, turn, 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 turn. That needs to work. It's work to do that. And don't eat breakfast before you come to this class, trust me. All right, this turning drives the movement. It's not my hands doing this. It's my lower dantian and my waist turning. Paying attention to that is something that we must do in Wudang style Tai Chi. It's required. And by comparison, in Yang style Tai Chi, we don't do that. Yang style Tai Chi wants an even, flowing movement. Wudang style Tai Chi wants some waves. Put some waves in that. This is that nice, glassy, smooth lake that there's not a breeze and it's just as clear as if it were a mirror. There's no waves. Wudang style Tai Chi has the waves. Alright? And we need to pay attention to that. Just as we need to pay attention to the dynamic in Chen style Tai Chi, which uses coiling energy. Just as we need to pay attention to the internal workmanship that must be there for Wu style Tai Chi in order to work the small circles. Wu style Tai Chi is closer in, very small circles. If you're not paying attention to your internal energy with Wu style Tai Chi, you won't be effective. Alright, Wudang style Tai Chi says waist, lower dantian, use it. Part 2. Yeah, might as well start here. Feet together, stand straight. Part 2, Wudang style Tai Chi. Salute. Breathe. Breathe in. All the way down to the right. Sink. Open the left. Open right. This is the same as the beginning in part 1. Exactly the same. Palm supporting heaven. Alligator playing in the water. Yin and yang both appear. Now, step back. Return the tiger to the mountain. Double cloud hands. Single cloud hands. Stop on the left. Heel, toe, yin and yang. Raise the leg, lift up, yin. Ward off, pull down, press, and push. Double cloud hands. Single cloud hands. Stop on the right. Hold ball. 1, 2. Ward off. Shift back. Ward off again. Pull down. Press. And push. Double cloud hands. Single cloud hands. Cross hands separate. Out to both sides. 1, 2, 3. And punch down. Shift back. Push back the monkey. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Palm. Come up. Let's see bottom. Bend to the back. Turn around. Downward, parry, and punch. And turn. 1, 2. Double cloud hands here. 1, 2. Single cloud hands. 1, 2. And again, cloud hands. 1, 2. One more. Turn around. Up and down. Sit back. Come up. Punch down. Punch down. And to the left. Right foot. Brush knee. Turn. To the right. Left foot. Brush knee. Jump. Kick. Back up. And turn. 1, 2. Down. 1, 2, 3. Sit back. Ready. Turn. Kick. And up. Set. And close. Salute. Not perfect. Not perfect. We're going to do it again. Part 2, we're going to do just sip coffee. Cats are being annoying this morning. All right. Couple things I'm going to point out. First, double cloud hands. As I moved into this, and we're going to do this again. As I moved into this, I did an extra set before I did single whip. So it's 1 set, not 2. After single whip, should be 2 sets. As we turn, and we'll work on this a little bit today. As we turn, we need to pay attention to set, and I'm going to turn around and punch down. Same on the other side. So with this, there is, and I mentioned this at the very beginning, there is a fundamental drill. Horse stance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That drill has some usefulness here. Right? As we turn around, that's what's going on. Now, turn the waist. Use the waist to drive the fist. If all I use is my arm, I got pretty much not much. I got not a whole lot in my arm. Some, but not a lot. If I use my waist to drive what I'm doing, there's more. There's a lot more. All right, the same with the leg work. Big part of, and I showed this, and we've been working on it in a couple places, but just so you know, there's a practice set. Arms straight, sit the wrist. So the palms are flat. If there was surface on either side, the palms would be flat. All right, as I step forward, I want my right leg, so I'm going to step forward on my left. My right leg is going to go up, and I want it to go up over my right shoulder. Okay. Second set, I'm going to step on the right. The left leg goes to the right shoulder. Third set. Right leg goes to the outside to the right hand in a circle. Left leg to the inside to the right hand. There's a couple more. Basic kick, front, heel, side. All of these are fundamentals. They'd be Shaolin teaches them. Wudang teaches them. Any of the Japanese, Korean, Okinawan, any of the systems that I have seen, I've seen a lot. I've seen quite a lot. Have these fundamentals in some fashion. They're all there. In Wudang style Tai Chi, we have at the end, right? And I talked about this, so and come back, we're here. Instead of me doing a jump, which not doing, right? I'm here. I'm going to spin. And come out. This outward sweep, outward crescent, it's your choice of terms. Foot comes up, goes to the outside. Circle this way. We just used it. Right? Let's start at the beginning again. Not the beginning part 1, beginning of part 2. Wudang style Tai Chi part 2. Beginning, feet together, stand straight. Pull up through the crown of the head. Relax the upper back. Middle fingers. And salute. And breathe in. And breathe out. Sink. Open left. Pull the right in. Open the right. Center. And turn to the left. Pull up. Press down. Up along the center. Press up. Palm supporting heaven. Alligator playing in the water. Turn. Yin and yang both appear. Shift back, push back. Return the tiger to the mountain. Cloud hands. Single cloud hands. 1, 2, hold the ball left side. Right leg, 1, 2. Raise the leg, lift up in. Pour it off, pull down, press, and push. And turn. 1, 2, 3. Pick up the left. 1, 2. Pour it off. Pour it off again. Pull down, press, and push. Double cloud hands. Single cloud hands. Cross hands, open, out to both sides. 1, 2, 3. Punch down. Shift back. 1. Push back the monkey. Palm. 1, 2. Come around. Let's see bottom. Bend through the back. Turn around, deflect downward. Bury and punch. Turn and 1. Single cloud hands. 1, 2, 3. And turn. 1. Step back. 1, 2. Turn. Down. Set it down. Come under. Up. Punch out. Set. Set. Right foot. And turn. Left foot. Jump. And you have to back up again. Set. Heel. Heel. Down. 1, 2, 3. Set back. Ready. Turn. Right leg. Double punch. Up. And down. Close. And salute. And I've said this before, I'm going to say it again. You should be facing the opposite direction from where you started. Put some work into that. All right. It's easier to keep going if I just keep breathing and don't try and talk. All right, as we come around this last bit, I'm going to do facing this way. We've just done single whip. First 2. Single whip, cloud hands. Turn, come around, up, down, down, and under. Make this solid. You need to be solid on the supporting leg. As we finish, step behind. We're going to turn around and step behind again. This series, we want to pay attention to both the direction and the extension, expression of energy, right? A little bit of Taiji, not a lot, but a little bit. It's punch. All right, that's punch. Just a little, and it has to be connected. Okay, do something from the wrist. No. From the forearm. No. From the shoulder. No. Comes from here. All right. As we bring up that energy, as we put a little bit more into, a little bit more flavoring, a bit more spice into the movement, need to be solid over the supporting leg. All right. Let's do this just a sequence again, and we're going to turn around just before. We're going to stop just before the jump, and I'm going to talk about that for a second. All right. Double cloud hands. Double cloud hands. One more. And up. Down. Set. Under. Up. 1, 2. To the left. Right toe. Brush knee. Come in. To the right. Left toe. Brush knee. The kicking methods, right? I showed a little bit of that. So with this, we want the top of the foot. So I can slow that down. Just tap it a little bit, right? Top of the foot. There are other moves that take the heel. Right? Both of these are important, and we need to distinguish them the same as we want to distinguish other methods. For the jump, I'm going to work on this. It's going to, this one I used to be able to do. I'm going to be able to do it again. Huh? So as we come around, brush knee. Here, left side, brush knee. We have to be ready to go up. All right. As I take my knee up, that's actually me getting airborne. That knee takes me up. It's a jump. The extending leg comes out. The kick is done and brought back in the air. Landing is on the left leg. See how close I get. Not all that great. One more time. It's not going to get that much better today, I'm telling you. All right. Notice that a couple things going on. The leading leg, as I come out, comes back to the landing leg. Right? Stays. And I did that as kind of just a little hop. It's all right. The more holding strength and the more lifting strength you have through the upper body, the easier it is to get airborne. Right now, I'm going to tell you, I've never been real good at staying airborne. I know people who can, I've been okay at it. The point for this movement, this series, right? Here, left, is that landing should be solid. The step that comes after It's not fall into it and keep going, right? We're going this way, for sure. But as we come through, up, open, out. That distinction matters. The control, placement, how much or how little you happen to be airborne, the use of the leg, whether or not I'm walking through it, up, just walk through it, I want the idea. Keep the idea. I'll work on my form. Let's do it again. Part 2. Feet together, stand straight. Pull up through the crown of the head. Relax the breath. Relax the upper body. Breathe. Salute. And breathe in. Sink onto the right. Open left. Hold right in. Open. Turn. 1, 2, 3. Up lung center. Palm supporting heaven. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yin and yang both appear. Ready? Step back. Return the tiger to the mountain. Double cloud hands. Single cloud hands. Stop on the left. And right heel, right toes. Forward off. Pull down. Forward off. Pull down. Press. And push. Double cloud hands. Single cloud hands. Hold the ball. Right side. Left foot. And push, pull down, press, and push. Cloud hands. 1, 2, cross, and out. 1, 2, 3. Punch down. Set. 1, 2, 3, 4. Push back the monkey. And step up. Let's see bottom, bend to the back. Turn around, deflect downward, parry, and punch. Set. Cloud hands and single whip. Ready? 1, 2, cloud hands. Cloud hands again. One more time. And turn. Up. Down. Set. Come on up. And we'll do that again. Toe. Brush knee. toe, push knee, jump, out, and I have to back it up. Heel, heel, down. 1, 2, 3, set back, ready to turn, come around. And close. All right. Takes more work. Takes more work. That's a good thing. All right, as we turn, whether we're working a line or whether we're working diagonal, we need to pay attention where we're going. And I keep calling this out because it's really sometimes hard to see in the video. Okay? So, as we come around, so we're here single whip, turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. That turn is on one foot. Right there. It's a quarter turn. Really, that's all it is, quarter turn. And my tendency, for good or ill, my tendency is to shift forward and do the turn on my toes. You need to keep the heel down. It's not up in the air. It's not up on the toes here. It's up on the toes here. Okay? So what that means is there's very little weight on my heel, and I've shifted my weight forward to my toes so that I can move my heel. It's not a big shift, and I don't know if I can do it or not. Which way am I going? Inward. Inward turn. No. That's dance. That's ballet. That's an inward turn on my right, ballet. Little bit off, but I got most of the way around. I'm okay with it. I haven't done it in a while. We don't do that. Don't do that. I've got a little bit of that in the last turn because me jumping and doing that in the end not going to happen. But for this one, just enough that the heel can turn. All right? Double cloud hands. 1, 2. Ready, and turn. Down, up, and down. As you put the foot down, right? This way. Down, down again. Bring that foot down. It's not delicate. This one is not delicate. Bring it down. Not too hard, you hurt your foot. Or you hurt your leg. I'm on concrete, so if I bring my foot down too hard too many times, I'm going to get shin splints. I do not want shin splints, they hurt. Shin splints happen when you're jumping, when you're doing something on a really hard surface, so dirt is not as hard, spring-loaded floor is not as hard, concrete is hard. When you bring your foot down, the force of coming down, you should feel it right through here. That's your shin, right? My cat's name is Shin. She thought I called her. All right, this different shin. Okay, this part of the leg is easy to splinter to the force. Okay, so come down hard. That affects connection of the muscles and the tendons and ligaments to the bone. Do that repeatedly. Too hard, without proper warm-up, and even just doing it repeatedly will get you. The tension that we create, the force that we create in that part of the leg can cause a little bit of disconnect. It's painful. It hurts. We need to be careful when we bring that foot down. The same as when we jump, whatever we're landing on, needs to take the force through the back of the leg here, not through the front of the leg here. Paying attention to where your weight is, paying attention to your weight distribution, and paying attention to how you connect with the surface matters. Let's do just a little bit more on this series. Cloud hands with a turn. All right, from here, cloud hands. 1, 2, and get ready to turn. And up, down, down. Come from under and come up. One more time. Cloud hands. Cloud hands. And cloud hands. Turn. Down. Down. Up. Out. This fist not this one. Okay? And that's where that hand goes. Hold the fist. One more time. Cloud hands. 1, 2. Ready, and up, down, down, come under, and up. You go the other way. Cloud hands. Cloud hands. Ready, and turn. 1, 2, under, and up. As you come up, be aware that you're going to step behind yourself. This leg needs to be well supported. To step back. The pattern, right? Cloud hands, cloud hands, and up, carries through. Right? Lateral, lateral, and vertical. Pay attention to that change and pay attention to the direction. As we turn here, we have to come around with enough to make the direction change. Here, direction change. Not too much, or we end up either in a different direction or off balance. This foot goes down, change hands. This one drops to come under. Okay? That drop is what I was talking about with, and the jump as well. We're not going there right now. It's solid. It's not quiet, ready, and turn, one, down, to come under. That set goes all the way down. Don't stick your butt out. Nope. Goes all the way down to come up. Paying attention to where your upper body is, paying attention to how your weight is distributed, makes all the difference. That's going to be it for me for today. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow with Wudang Taiji sword. We're finishing up the sword form. Might be into just the beginning of January. I might need another extra class to finish that up. And I will be making some additional videos with a different camera, so that some of the faster movement is easier to see. And I'll also be adding in some of what I've done this morning, which is this discussion of how to do the move and what to pay attention to as part of each of the lessons. Now, so you need to be able to see it. We're moving. Movement is visual. Three-dimensional visual. 4 dimensions if we want to include time, when we need time. Alright? So, as we put this together, as I try and bring this together, there's going to be some things that will be more explanation, less movement. Some things that will be much more movement, way less explanation. And I welcome any questions, suggestions. I'd really like to know about this kind of thing. I'd really like to know more about that. I welcome all of that. Thursday and Friday, Wudang Qigong. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it.